Are you listening?
Welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and for today's show, let's talk about Google Stadia and the huge announcement from this past weekend. And if you have no clue what we're talking about, this weekend EA revealed that FIFA 22 will be releasing for PlayStation and Xbox consoles, along with the game arriving on PC and Google Stadia on October 1st. And while on the surface level, that would be huge news in itself. I mean, according to EA, FIFA will be arriving on Google Stadia before it even lands on the Nintendo Switch. However, the biggest takeaway was when EA revealed that the new next-gen hypermotion system, which leads to more realistic gameplay and player animation, will be exclusive to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, along with Google Stadia. So let that sink in. Not only will Google Stadia be receiving FIFA 22 day and date with its fellow gaming platforms, it will also be receiving the next-gen version of the game, which PC versions of the game will not have access to. Now, EA continued on about hypermotion, explaining that the new motion capture technology will record every touch, tackle, spring, and duel from all 22 players playing at a high intensity for the first time ever, capturing data that power. Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering, why was PC left out of the loop for this huge leap in gameplay for FIFA 22? And according to the executive producer of FIFA 22, Aaron McHardy, when we looked at what generation to put the PC game on, we looked at our fans and what capabilities they had with the hardware they have. And we have that information to understand what the power of the PCs out there in the world are. And when we looked at that, in order to run the Gen 5 game, our minimum specs would have been at a spot that would have left a lot of people out in the cold, not being able to play the game. So we made the choice to keep the PC version of the game on the Gen 4 version of FIFA so that we could open the doors and be inclusive to everybody who wants to play FIFA. And I guess for me, I leave this story thinking about how huge of an opportunity this is for Google Stadia. Like, Stadia runs extremely well on PCs and laptops. Just by going to stadia.com, players can access next-gen games despite what hardware you have. I've played next-gen quality games like Resident Evil Village on a Chromebook, something that if I wasn't playing in the cloud would require an extremely expensive PC. So from now until the launch of FIFA $20 console or a $1,200 PC to play the next-gen version of FIFA, all you need is a Chrome browser or a screen and you are set. But as always, that of course is just my takeaway. I'm more interested to hear your opinion here. Are you hyped that Google Stadia is getting FIFA 22, or are you one of the PC players that was really looking forward to playing the next-gen version on your hardware, but now you're not going to be able to? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.